You don't need more than 50.
Alright guys, I just thought I'd do a bit of an update of where I'm at. So over the Christmas break, basically since Nationals, I essentially haven't been training. I've had a few outstanding injuries that I've been trying to get rid of, particularly in my riser. So here we've got basically 3 months of not training, just doing a little bit of table time here and there. This is really the first big session back with my club. I did do a few sessions over in New Zealand over the Christmas break with some of the clubs over there. And as you can see here, Ben's really given me a really good run in our practice pool. So basically thought it would be a good idea to have a match with him, just see where we stand in a proper ready go, because it was pretty close here. Fired into a hook. I was curious how he felt in here, and his internal rotation was too much. So I tried to hit outside, and he just gets his shoulder in and drives downwards. Nothing too much I could do there. So I started really pushing the riser. Managed to get a bit more of a top roll in. Felt it wasn't going to connect, so I got my shoulder and I felt comfy. I felt really secure here, felt good. He adjusted super well. I was trying to bleed him for our final silver bullet, but he really drove his shoulder in here, pushed in with internal rotation, and just got me out of my shoulder line for the win.
Wow, that was so close.
Then in training, this guy is this is his first day. Super impressive guy. He hasn't been back for a couple of weeks since. I really hope he does come back, because he was absolutely deadly. But yeah, even on my left, I really didn't have the kind of hand control I would have before the break I'd had. So I've just got an extension on my thesis. So I've just started training back. This was just before I started training, so I was just under 80. And just started experimenting with a little bit of weights again. So my rises are feeling pretty much like 90-95%. So I'm really happy about those. But as you can see here, just my ability to cup is really limited. So for reference, this is only about 5 kilos, and my left especially is really feeling the burn with this kind of exercise. So I just really tried to, just for these last 2 weeks, I've only been back training about 2 weeks now, and just been really honing in the blood flow training, trying to get maximum volume, trying to get some health back. And I managed to push up the weight a little bit from here, but it's still, my ability to cup is really not great. On the table, it doesn't feel too bad. Still feels okay, but yeah, off table, it just feels, I've just got nothing. So yeah, doing a bit of training here with my dog, Cora, bit of riser, and just 2 weeks, just enough to get a little bit back in. And now I've got a match with Gary tomorrow, so I'm curious to see how that goes. We've got a bunch of interclub matches scheduled. So originally I was taking on just Peter, but then we had a couple of pull-outs, so that's why me and Ben are going to be taking on 2 opponents each. Really not expecting too much on my behalf, since I've only been back training 2 weeks, and Peter's now up to 85 kilos, and Gary's been, he's always as dedicated as ever. But it'll be at least a good stick marker, because before Nationals, Gary and I were very close. So it's going to be interesting to see how far down I've come since then, because from what I've heard, he's feeling pretty comparable